USC went to the Rose Bowl last night, went home with the victory bell. Does USC control their own destiny? We're going to talk about that, but first, this game. This was the kind of game that you brought Lincoln Riley to LA for, that you overhaul your roster and you bring Caleb Williams and Jordan Addison to USC for. The best way to say it, in my opinion, is it worked. Regardless of what they do the rest of the way, and they punch their ticket to the Pac-12 title game, that's huge. They got Notre Dame next week in the Coliseum, that's huge. It'll be a ranked matchup with Notre Dame having won yesterday. Like, there's a lot to be excited about. There's a lot to be excited about for the future of this program, but regardless of all those things, like I already mentioned, I think this worked. Like an IKEA chair, it takes some time to assemble a team. And you look at it, you look at all the pieces, it's all there, like it was for USC at the preseason point of this year, and you say, okay, we can put it together, but how quickly do we put it together? Because you and I both know when you get an IKEA chair and you have all those pieces laid out and the instructions are all there, it feels pretty simple, right? Okay, this goes here, that goes there, this goes here, perfect. Well, it doesn't always happen that way. Before you know it, your hour plan turns into 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 weeks. That was the question we all had about USC. How long will it take for them to put it together? And last night, emphatically, they put it together. Not just the on-the-field product, like they scored a ton of points, defense did a phenomenal job forcing turnovers. We're going to talk about that. But the reason why I say it worked is last night wasn't just a bunch of talent out there. Talent would have lost that game, okay? Let me be very, very clear. A talented program, a talented football team, a roster, could have very much still lost that game. What you saw last night win that game was a team culture. That was a foxhole kind of game. It was back and forth. It was, I guess, on paper, a road game. Like there was a lot of things, a lot of swings within this game where if you don't have a solid culture, if you didn't have everybody's back, that could have gone a different way. And so for USC to win that game in the fashion that they did, that takes a strong culture. That tells me a lot about where this team is already at with Lincoln Riley overhauling the portal and getting his guys in there. They have meshed in an extremely quick amount of time. I'm JD Pickell. This is The Hard Count. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, we'd love to have you. USC faithful, all that you have joined already, thank you. If you haven't yet joined us, come join the party. We have a good time. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JD Pickell. A lot of interaction to be had there. Roll party roll. The offense was as advertised. So much that went on throughout the offseason and so much that went on throughout really the regular season saying, well, yeah, USC did this and USC did that, but who have they played, right? They played a tough team. This is the exact same UCLA team that bossed around that Utah team that beat USC in Salt Lake. All right? This UCLA team, for all of their faults, they're a tough program. Now, the plan for USC worked to perfection. 649 total yards. The plan was spread out the defense with the run game, with the perimeter attack, and then when you spread them out, take your shots vertically. Go north and south. And that's exactly what they did. Caleb Williams, they couldn't stop him last night. Get that man a ticket to New York City right now. Whether it's Expedia, whether it's cheapflights.com, I don't care. Get him a ticket to New York City because he proved yet again last night why he is one of the best players in college football. 503 total yards, 3 total touchdowns. He was in his zone, and he was the catalyst to USC getting it done in the fashion they did. Because last year, he was extremely talented. Like, we saw all of his ability last year, but the way that he's progressed, I believe as a leader and as a true quarterback, you can't say enough good things about his maturation. Get him a ticket to NYC. Do the right thing. It was poetic how the game ended, though, right? Because this game kind of seemed like, man, whoever punched the most loses, whoever gets the ball last wins. And you saw UCLA have the rock with about 2-ish minutes left to go. And DTR, who's extremely talented in his own right, have a chance to march that team down the field. And, Alex Grinch has taken a lot of heat this year. A lot of, Folks haven't been overwhelmingly happy with him, regardless of the turnovers they have forced. They're one of the best teams in the country in terms of that, but there has been some frustration with him. And for the defense to rise to the occasion last night, 3 interceptions and the game clincher by Corey Foreman, it just felt poetic in every sense of the word. It felt like a microcosm of USC season to that point. Just finding ways to get it done. And for them to step up and be the side of the ball that got it done, extremely impressive. Again, going back to culture. No matter whose side it is, no matter whose turn it is, you pick up your brother. And that's what USC did last night. Extremely exciting, extremely encouraging for that program going forward. So, like we already talked about, punched your ticket to the Pac-12 title game. I would imagine you're going to find Oregon there waiting for you. So you have a game against Notre Dame in the Coliseum, a ranked game, and you'll get, without a doubt, a ranked team probably in the Pac-12 title game. So here's my thing. You've gotten some help, and we kind of already felt this way going into the week, but you've now very much so gotten the help from teams like South Carolina, and it's set up for USC. It's set up for them. If they continue to win, they beat Notre Dame, they beat whoever it is in the Pac-12 title game, they will be a college football playoff team. So the pressure builds. The pressure is privilege. The lights are bright in LA. That's what you signed up for. You came to Los Angeles to be a star, to be that team that can put USC back atop the college football landscape. You're sitting here with 2 games left, controlling your own destiny and every chance to do it. But what I saw last night was not just talent from USC, but a true team culture, a true team response to a big moment. A rivalry game, a lot of talk throughout the week, a lot of external stuff. Went out there, handled business in the Rose Bowl. Look out for the Trojans making some noise to the end of this year. Going to be fun to watch. I'm Jody Pickell. This has been The Hard Count. Nick Brake does the real heavy lifting. You can help drive this whole operation by subscribing to the channel. We are the People Show. Content every single day from The Hard Count and on the On3 YouTube channel. We have a blast. So follow us, subscribe. We have a good time. Roll party roll. We're going to keep the party rolling, and we will see y'all next time. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.